So this morning, I'm going to answer one of your questions, an answer I'm hoping will save your life, your precious, productive, and creative life force. The question comes in from Catherine Smithson, who asked, I'm an insane productivity alumni, and you talk about the productive distraction of social media, but I need to use it to market my business. How do I reconcile this? Do y'all remember Jonestown, also called the People's Temple? On November 18th, 1978, 909 people drank the Kool-Aid. A third of them children administered by their parents, and committed mass suicide murder at the socialist utopia, as they called it, in the South American nation of Guyana. Only the terrorist attacks of September 11th, 2001 was a larger loss of U.S. civilian lives in a non-natural disaster, except Jonestown was all self-inflicted under the perversion and manipulation of a charismatic megalomaniac. Have you ever stopped to think, would I have drunk the Kool-Aid? Would I, too, have just gone along and simply followed what everybody else around me was doing? That is known as the bandwagon effect, the tendency for people to adopt certain behaviors, styles, or attitudes simply because others are doing so. In a social species like our human society, everyone is vulnerable to this type of herd behavior. If you watch what is known as the death tape, you see that the people of Jonestown were not stupid people. In fact, to the contrary, it was Jones's message of social equality and racial justice that attracted a diverse group of followers, including idealistic young people who wanted to do something meaningful with their lives. They saw propagandizing the People's Temple ideology as a revolutionary act. A lot of smart people have drank the Kool-Aid about social media marketing, propagandized by lots of charismatic megalomaniac charlatans without really questioning its veracity and projecting its future consequences. I've also found it fascinating to discover why people do what they do. Studying human behavior and performance has been my business for nearly 30 years. So let me tell you why I think people blindly drank the Kool-Aid on social media marketing. Number one, it works. Just really, really poorly. Hey, look, if you stood naked on a busy street corner, throwing flyers into open windows of passing cars, eventually someone's gonna get hit with one and read it and say, I've been thinking about trying a new protein shake. Why not try this one? That guy looks pretty skinny. The occasional, unpredictable, and infrequent success makes you think the initiative is successful. In a gambler's brain, this is called gambler's conceit, or selective recall, where people remember the wins and are less likely to recall the losses, and all the time that they wasted, since winning is the more desired result that you're trying to reinforce. Hell, a kid's lemonade stand works. Every once in a while, some unsuspecting dog walker will happen by, take pity on you, and give you 50 cents for your sticky home brew. But for the time spent in the hot sun waiting for somebody to eventually buy, it's just not worth it, nor the annoyance that it is to your neighbors. Don't be deluded by the occasional unpredictable and infrequent results social media marketing might provide you. Do the actual math. Your actual results on time and effort spent are abysmal. Number two, you don't know what else to do. You don't know what else to do to generate leads, convert new customers and clients into your business, and create ongoing actual relational engagement and repeat and referral advocacy. So you default to doing the easiest thing, as in something any idiot can do, and most do, doing the cheapest thing. Hey, it's free to have an account, and it's free to post anything and all you want. But unfortunately, it is the least effective in terms of actual ROI and ROE, making it the hardest thing and the most expensive thing that you can do to grow your business. It's totally understandable why people default to this thinking. It's just not smart. Number three, it's safe. There's no actual human-to-human interaction. There's no prospecting, no fear of rejection. You just post and pray. And it's comfortable. It's easy, brain-dead, trivial work, not vital, hard, cognitive work. And it allows you to hide, to pretend that you're working. It's only on stuff that works very little, though. Number four, you actually like it. Or at least that little bit of narcissistic and egomaniac side of you likes it. The story and justification that you are doing social media, to market your business, gives you reason and cover to egregiously social signal. Through this selective, fake, filter, and projected pretend life in the attempt to gain some sort of tribal social status and to feel better about yourself. But again, unfortunately, everybody sees right through it, and doing it only makes you feel more crappy about yourself, actually. So, you're probably thinking, okay, smart guy, well, what do I do instead? How do I actually market and grow my small business then? Here's how. Actually learn marketing. Real, direct response marketing. You see, I can spend $1 today and get $3 back today. I can get $4 to $5 back on that same dollar in 7 days, and up to $10 back in 30 days on that same dollar invested. Oh, and guess what? Not spending a single minute of time doing it, past the time that I spent creating the initial campaign. And it's scalable, and it's freeing. It works all day, every day, even when I sleep. Too few people really understand marketing. I'm talking actual direct response, bottom line, return on investment, money in, money out, measurable and bankable marketing. So, people just default to yelling and selling, hoping, posting, and praying, and we wonder why 90% plus of small businesses fail. This is a travesty to me. It's why I conduct our business masterclasses. Learning and executing direct response marketing is not that complicated. You just need to be taught how and given the tools and the frameworks to execute it. And you cannot just hire a marketing agency to do it for you. You have to understand it enough to oversee it, manage it correctly. There is a lot of bad advice out there. A lot of people will purport to be experts, leading people down rabbit holes, chasing shiny objects, and spinning themselves into oblivion. I know how difficult it is for the average business person to keep up with what works, especially given how radically things have changed and progressed recently. This is what I do. This is what I teach business leaders. If you want, I can help. If you don't, do what you want. It's your life, your business. But don't miss the point here today. Unless you sell the delusion of using social media to grow your business as a business, spending any of your time doing social media to market your business is one of the, if not the least effective, least productive, least resultful, and most costly and most douchey avenue there is to grow your business. Let me clean up a couple of things that I know will be bouncing around in your head before we wrap. One, you can do direct response marketing on social media channels without doing social media. Just like you can advertise on radio or TV without doing a radio or producing a TV show. It's just a marketing channel. And two, whatever you do post should be done with a direct response business mission intent. You'll notice that I don't post anything about my personal life, where I'm going, what I'm doing or what I'm eating, who I'm with, or what grand adventures that I'm having on social media. And three, I don't do any of the posting. I personally do not go on social media. I find the whole environment toxic, but I do have a team of people who do it. But that time expenditure would never, if I did it myself, never equal my hourly rate. Just like I do direct mail. But I don't stuff and stamp my own envelopes or go down and spend hours in the mailroom either. So in closing, grow up. Wherever I mentioned what other kids were doing to my dad, he'd say, "Darren, if everybody jumped off a bridge, would you?" And then he'd say, "Be the exception." And I ask you, if everybody around you drinks the Kool-Aid, will you? I say, be the exception. And that advice will save your life and how you are spending your precious life force. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Learn real marketing instead.
Show producer Mariana here. As you've probably gathered by now, for those of you who show up here, for those of you who are part of the Better Everyday Darren Daily community, Darren really does care about you, and he really does want to help you get the success advantage you seek. When it comes to building, growing, and scaling a successful business, the very best of what Darren has proven to work is handed to you in his business masterclass. This is 30 plus years of the best he's proven to work, compressed into 3 to 4 days. He even guarantees you a 3x return on your investment. So if you own a business or you're looking to start one, inquire about the Business Masterclass. I promise it will be the best decision of your life. Thousands of alumni have already proven that to be true. I've put a link below for you to inquire further. Have a wonderful day, everyone.